Okay, you guys, I am sitting in I'm inside of a grocery store. And so I was talking to a client, and it's amazing how much we don't know, right? So I want you to look where I'm at. I'm sitting right here, and all of the, I'm looking at tuna, right? And so we all know, most of us know that tuna, comes with mercury, so I wouldn't recommend you eat it more than once a week.
Attention service.
And as you can hear, I'm really sitting here. Right now, I can get away with having my mask down, but I wanted to show you something. So I'm sitting here, and in water, because most people think that when you get tuna, if you get it in water, it's going to be lower in fat. And the majority of the time, that's the case. But you want to read labels, okay? So I'm going to give you a quick example of why. So I'm sitting here, and we have Bumblebee solid tuna right here. And this one's in oil, okay? And if you can remember this, it has 5 grams of fat. So it's about 33, like in a serving it's about 30. Then I have the wild one. This is wild, non-GMO, over the top, caught on the line. They package it really well. And this one has 5 grams of fat, so the same amount of fat as the one in oil. Now this wild, is in water. It actually has a tad more fat than the oil. Now the other two I'm looking at, Chicken by the Sea couple, they're in water, and they are way lower. One's 110 calories, one's 130 calories, but they're between 11 or 10 and 20% fat. Same amount. So the one that has the most fat is not the one that's in the oil. The one that has the most fat is the one that is like non-GMO, over the top, letting everybody know that they went the distance to make sure that they use a line, blah, blah, blah. See, here's the deal. When they catch tuna, and the tuna that they catch and they put it inside of a can, if it's between, I think it's like November, March, that tuna has more fat. It's more fatty. And because it's more fat, by the time it gets in the can, let's say you bought your tuna, last time you looked at the label was in July. Well, that was a leaner tuna, so it doesn't have as much fat. And the reason why most people are opting for tuna in water is because they want the leaner tuna, right? So, but as I'm going through all of this, which I'm buying these because we're going to have it on the show, the Stay Healthy Experience, and I'm going to show you exactly how to read a label and how to choose food. Is mind-blowing. Like if you went with me grocery shopping, which I used to do all the time with clients, I would blow their mind. And even the people who believe and think that they're totally health conscious, I take them to a place where they just go, oh my goodness. So when it comes to tuna in a can, don't assume that the one that has the most fat is the one that's in oil. Oftentimes, the one in water will have more fat than the one in oil. Isn't that mind-blowing to you? See, I was telling one of my clients today, because as I'm coaching a lot of these women over the age and under the age of 40, they are, it's one thing to know how to eat and you hear certain things, but when you learn and you acquire knowledge, right, which is what you get when you work with a coach, what is that worth? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not, just becoming codependent and having someone to say, hey, eat this and don't ask questions. It's about you becoming a prosumer, in the words of my good friend Linda Shelton. A prosumer is someone who has the knowledge of the expert, oftentimes more knowledge. I used to tell coaches that work with my clients, I said, make sure you have your shit together, because people I work with, they get empowered and they know what's real and what's not. And many times they'll meet dietitians, nutritionists, and they blow those nutritionists and dietitians away because as a student, they acquire the knowledge. You know what I mean? It's so cool. So anyway, so I got 4 cans right there, 4 cans. I'm gonna have it on the show. I'm gonna show you what to look for Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, I don't eat tuna. Okay, well, don't eat tuna. But it is important to know how to read a label, you know? So, anyway, I better put my mask on, and I better get out of here before somebody, like, come and get me. So, I can only sit on the floor in the aisles for so long. All right, gotta go. Peace.